Hello, my paper peeps. Today, I want to share with you what is in my tickle trunk. I call this my tickle trunk because years ago, when I was growing up as a child, I actually used to follow Mr. Dress Up, and he used to go into this trunk of costumes and pull out costumes and do pretend play with all the kids. And so, that's kind of what I modeled it after. But instead of costumes, these are actually mini scrapbooks that I created over the course of 12 years. And so I call this a Flip Through Friday because there are a lot of scrapbook journals that I want to share with you over the course of the next few months, where I'm just going to showcase what I've done. And now you'll notice that some of the techniques you'll find are like, oh, Chris, those are so old school, or I've done that. And I get that because again, it's 12 years of crafting. But you never know. There might be something that you haven't tried yet, and maybe something that might spark your creativity. So let's get to the tickle trunk. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna pull out a couple here. We've done this one, we've done this one. Let's see here. Let's go through this one and maybe this one. Let's go through this. Let's do 3. Oh gosh, let's do 3. Maybe we'll do 3 that are kind of have the same color scheme. Haha. Let's do 3 today. Pull these out. Okay, this one is just a mini scrapbook that I did, oh gosh, this one probably about 10 years ago. And all I used here was plexiglass, or actually not plexiglass, but this is just acrylic. If I'm not mistaken, I actually bought it like this. So I did not punch holes. At the time, you could buy these album covers just like this. And at the time, I really enjoyed, and I still do to this day, creating tags and using, for example, this was an old clothing tag that I just covered up the price tag and then used it as a tag for my journal or for my scrapbook. And so I also used kind of these pocket sleeves. And again, these ones were probably from, my goodness, where would I get this from? I think, no, I wouldn't say it's one of those business card sleeves. It could have been. Again, using that as a place to place my tags in. And so I would definitely repurpose clothing tags. I loved washi tape as a way to embellish here as well. Still back in the day, loved my butterflies. And yeah, and again, I can tell this was actually from 2015 because this is a Starbucks gift card that I used and then repurposed it for a photo and then just added a paper clip there for that. So this is a great way to mark your scrapbooks with some of these Starbucks gift cards, especially if they have the date on it. And I love using corrugated cardboard here. And then any sleeves and any designer paper that I found. Like, gosh, this is a Dior. I think this was from a magazine. I loved the colors. I thought, wow, that matches, the paper in this. And so this is actually magazine material. So it came from a magazine and I used that as a tag as well. So there's that. And then the corrugation here, the corrugated cardboard. And then, this whole idea of using a file system as a way to place your memories there. And again, back in the day, I wasn't into journaling. It was just mostly, at the time, just scrapbooking and adding photos. And back then, I still loved the idea of snippet strips, using washi tape and then corner embellishing and bulking up this area here. And then you can see here, I don't even know what I was feeding my kids. I hope that's not raw cookie dough. No, that isn't. That shouldn't be. I think I was making my own peanut butter at the time, or almond butter. And yeah, to fatten my little ones up, I just kind of fed it to them. Any leftovers I had from that. But yes, I think I remember, actually I did. I used to make my own almond butter. So, and any chance I got, anywhere I was, if I found like neat paper, like I think this is wrapping paper. I was notorious for that, going into stationery stores and looking at wrapping paper and going, oh, I could use that as scrapbook paper. So I did a lot of that, using just wrapping paper as scrapbook paper. And again, like I said, that corrugated cardboard is just so sturdy as a tag. And so I would do that and use that as tags here. And again, I love using twine or thread or hemp cord as a way to add interest to my tags. And here you can see here I used floss thread as another way to adhere ribbons to my tags. Oh, look at that, it's falling apart. So that's how I actually added, you know, any additions to my scrapbook journals, is I would actually kind of find a place within the journal and then just put eyelets on something very sturdy like this, and then just slip it into the scrapbook journal. I'll have to fix that there. See, again here, I like the idea of using, is this hemp cord? This is kind of thicker than hemp cord. Same idea though. And again, using different elements. Loved using glossy accents on all my ephemera here, just to add some interest to the album. And then obviously using stencils, matting all my photos. And then there's my journaling. So no, this definitely was a journal as well, but in the form of a file folder, which I thought was kind of neat. And then here I just used obviously cardstock. Again, haha, here we go again with the repurposed Starbucks gift cards. Look at that. Definitely loved my Starbucks. And then this is actually just a note card that I found. Hey, you know what? That matches the color scheme. So if you have note cards lying around, just always keep some extras to the side, because you'd be shocked at, you know, they could actually match your journal or your scrapbook. So again, yeah, just a chance for me to journal in that here. And there is a simple scrapbook journal, which has more scrapbooking than there is journaling, but I definitely have some words of wisdom that I want to pass on to my children if they decide to look at this and read what Mama said. Now here's another journal. I love different materials to use in my journals. This one is made out of fabric, as you can see here. And all it is a compilation of little mini books that have been sewn together and then sewn into this this fabric right here. And okay, I guess this was a trip with friends and just mostly photos. I, at the time, really loved stamping and coloring with Tombow markers. I think these are Tombow, yes, Tombow markers. So I did a lot of that. This is a trip I went on with my friends, and see, I even have just little inserts of where we went for dinner. Here, you'll see this here. That is actually double-sided adhesive. And all I did was I placed it down and then just put sparkles on there. And again, more tags, Bible verses, making sure I use any neat threads or ribbon to embellish my tags. paper clips, all these wonderful things to add interest to my albums. Yes, so I was definitely into Tombow markers here at the time. See that double-sided adhesive here? Just adds more interest to the book and then kind of binds everything together. Yeah, and I used these wooden tabs here and then painted them and then just added some glossy accents to the top. I didn't do too much to it, but enough that it says, hey, pull me out. And then obviously, words of wisdom. You can see this is quite old. It's really starting to come apart, obviously because it's been a while, and also, I let people go through these. I don't mind. So every time it's opened, obviously it just gets a little more banged up, but not a big deal. And this is another journal, and I keep thinking that this whole idea of top embellishing is quite new, but no, I've been doing this for a while. I've always loved it when things kind of stuck out the top. Okay, last album. This one, I don't know, I think maybe I've shared this one already, but I don't remember. Anyways, I am a sucker for little pouches. I'll look at something and I go, I bet you this matches the paper line that I have at home. And I will buy it. And then I will make an album so that it fits perfectly inside like this. But again, a mini scrapbook journal. Very simple, just paper, washi tape, and photos. Nothing too extreme, but just enough that, it was a perfect little mini project you could do in a day. And then obviously washi tape. And if you haven't learned how to use washi tape, or not washi tape, how to create your own vintage washi tape with text like this, I'll put a link at the end of this video that shows you how to create this on your own. And that was pretty simple. Added a few metal corners here to kind of make it a little more sturdy so that when it gets pulled in and out of this pouch, it lasts a little longer. But yeah, and really in the end, the back sides or the cover and the back cover are really just cardboard that I most likely painted in black, which I think I did because you can see the black coming off. Yeah, painted in black, and there you go. There is your mini scrapbook in a pouch. I really hope you enjoyed this Friday flip through, and yeah, and I hope that this kind of sparks some creativity or gives you some ideas. Take care. I hope you have a fantastic week, and make sure you get in that craft room and craft your heart away. I hope to see you in my other videos. Bye.